Hello, I'm here at Stockton Calling with Amelia Coburn. And Amelia, you just finished not too long back in the Arc. How was it?
It was unreal. Yeah, it was pretty packed out. I had a really good time.
I mean, it's the first time you've played one of these festivals in a couple of years now, I think. So I bet it was nice to get back to it. And, I bet it's always a special crowd as well, with it being a home gig for you, essentially.
Yeah, you know what? I think that was the first gig I've ever done where loads of people were singing the lyrics back to me. They all knew the words. We started with Sleepy Town and people were singing the chorus, and that's the first time. And obviously, it's a hometown gig, so yeah, the super fans are all there down the front.
I bet it's nice when people are singing the lyrics back to you as well, with it being nearly 2 years since the album came out now. So obviously people have had a lot of time to get to know it. So I bet that was really nice then.
Yeah, like the fact that people are still listening, still loving it, people are still buying it. Like it's had a good life cycle. The album, it's still getting some love.
And I bet, like we said, it's always nice when it's on home grounds as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Love a Stockton crowd. But no, how have things been since the last time we spoke? Because obviously you had something wild out, which was it last November now when we last
September,
spoke?
I think.
Is it-
Or did we speak in November? I can't
We
remember.
might have. Time just goes too
I know.
quickly. But how has things been since that release? Because I know that was your first release since the album as well.
Yeah, it went down really well. It was nice to try something a little different. We had some strings on the track, and it was nice to play it today actually with the band and get that arrangement out there. Not with strings, but with the full drums and bass and keys. And since then, I've done a lot of touring. I went on tour with Rianne Downey for a few months. That was
Oh,
amazing.
yes.
And now McNamee, and then did the big Christmas hometown show, and then this year again, just touring, and trying to record my second album in between all of that.
I mean, you've got a huge year ahead of you as well, so it's like I bet it's nice to kickstart with this, even though you've done a lot beforehand. But yeah, obviously supporting the Proclaimers, Paul Weller, a
Yeah.
massive festival season. So how much are you looking forward to some of those gigs?
It's like I cannot wait. I think it's like some dream venues and shows, and obviously, yeah, Paul Weller, the Proclaimers, artists that I've just grown up listening to and loving, and now I'm on the same bill, which is it's insane to me, and it'll just be fun. I really enjoy gigging. I think as a musician, that's my favourite side of it, rather than the writing and recording. It's getting out and playing live.
I can imagine. And how much are you looking forward to supporting Paul Weller? Because I know we spoke about the track in the last interview we did. So how is it to actually be on the same bill as him? Because you've told me a few times about how much of a hero he is of yours as well now.
He is, and I think it's hasn't really sunk in even now. Like Paul Weller is probably one of my biggest influences. Like I grew up and had a Jam album on my wall, and I used to cover the Jam songs and Paul Weller. And I met him a few weeks ago. Little secret, yeah, I went down to London and recorded a song we've written together. So hopefully I'll release that at some point. So we've done that, and then I'm obviously going to be supporting him in Newcastle as well. So he's just the loveliest bloke ever. He really is. Like I can't say how down to earth he is. He's great.
And I bet it's nice that he supported you that much as well. And now
Yeah.
you've got the chance to be on the same bill as him, and Miles Kane too, who we
Yeah.
must point out as
You know
well.
what? When I was like 15, I went to Tea in the Park, and I went and saw both Miles Kane and Paul Weller on the same festival in the crowd, like dancing away. And now I'm on that lineup too.
Yeah.
That's mad.
It's quite a full circle moment then, really, isn't it? When you get to play with them both, when you watch them both
Yeah.
many years ago. So obviously you've got that date at Exhibition Park, which I believe is at the 5th of July.
I think it's the 10th.
It might be the 10th.
I don't
I've
know.
got my dates wrong.
We'll have a little
we'll
thing.
put it below. We'll put it in the video. But obviously you've got that date in Newcastle with him and Miles Kane, and then I believe you've got a good few dates with the Proclaimers too.
Yeah, we're doing a big run of dates. Some massive venues, dream venues like the Brighton Dome. I've always wanted to play there. I've been to gigs there and not been on the stage. And just big pavilions. I get to go to the Isle of Man. I'm really looking forward to it. And they just seem like really nice blokes and great songs. So yeah, I'll be travelling more than 500 miles. Doing a lot of mileage.
You have to get that one in there.
But it's not allowed.
But you look at their tour as well. There's like so many dates that are like sold out. So I bet it'll be amazing for you to get in front of their crowds and play.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully they'll get down early and they'll like my music. But I think it's the kind of crowd that are gonna, listen to music and enjoy it. They're not gonna be. I'd like to think they're gonna be really. I supported the Levelers a few years ago, and that was an amazing gig. So I'm hoping it'll be similar, where just really nice crowds.
Yeah, and you can obviously get them on your side as well and adopt some new fans from it. Definitely and as well as all of the touring, you mentioned you were recording your album as well. So, what are the rest of the plans, music and recording wise, for Amelia Coburn in 2026? Then,
I'm trying to finish my album. I'm being very picky and perfectionist about it, but I've got the songs there. I want to write a few more, but I'm finishing that off this summer. Hopefully, releasing some new singles from that, like autumn, winter this year, and next album potentially this time next year or so.
so it sounds like everything's on a perfect roll. Then, really.
I wouldn't say perfect, but things are on a roll.
Yeah. Well, as well as all of the touring, I'm sure that'll be great. But great setting there. And thanks so much for chatting with us again.
Thanks for having us. It's nice to see you again.